Melissa Stevenson Diaz has been the Assistant City Manager for Mountain View since September 2010. She directs the management of the City Manager's Office and Human Resources. Prior to joining Mountain View, Melissa worked for Fremont and Morgan Hill and received her bachelor's degree from Mills College and a master's in public administration from San Jose State University. She's a member of ICMA and has worked her way up in city government, which has helped shape her philosophy of management. Today we'll be examining her management philosophy by considering a real-time situation in Mountain View. Mountain View is 12 square miles with 75,000 residents and home to tech giants like Google. Thanks to technology firms, NASA, and nearby universities, the economy is strong with a 5% unemployment rate. Fill in the blank. Economic development is about blank businesses, which provide employment, services, and economic vitality. A, attracting, B, creating, C, retaining, D, numbers 1 and 2, or E, all of the above. The answer is all of the above. In its simplest form, economic development is about attracting, creating, and retaining businesses, which will provide employment, services, and economic vitality. On January 20th, the City Council of Mountain View moved forward a study to determine whether to put one or more city-owned parking lots on the market as economic development. Ms. Diaz was tasked with leading a cross-programmatic team to design a formal study, stakeholder, and bidding process. Ms. Diaz is known as a team player and quickly identified department heads and stakeholders to engage in the project. Complete the following sentence. The most important management task in external relations is A, getting the right collection of persons and resources together to achieve the goal. B, getting enough money from the governing body to provide incentives for people to come to the table. C, getting an excellent internal team together. Or D, providing food at the first meeting. The answer is A. The most important management task in external relations is getting the right collection of persons and resources together to achieve the goal. The parking lot study has not been without controversy. The downtown area has very limited parking already, and the prospect of even temporarily creating even fewer spaces alarms residents. Residents are also concerned about the prospect of putting in another office building, so the council is looking for alternative proposals. Finally, the city plans to seek a ground lease for development, which would lock in long-term cash flow. The proposal getting the most traction is to develop a hotel with a parking garage. Ms. Diaz has dealt with the council and stakeholders by being very transparent about the controversy, ensuring all parties are heard, and designing a process by which there will be continued input opportunities after proposals for building on the lots are submitted. Complete the following sentence. Managers are to show A, scrupulous political neutrality, B, support for the governing body leadership, or C, allegiance only to voters. The answer is that managers are supposed to show scrupulous political neutrality. The controversy was internal as well. Taking a cue from the city manager, when the council tried to encourage Ms. Diaz and her team to engage in political debate, the team declined, just presenting information and remaining politically neutral. Complete the following sentence. When making recommendations to the governing body, staff should always A, recommend the best option only and present the best case, B, recommend several tenable policy options and note pros and cons for each option, C, recommend 2 options and be ready to argue for the recommendations supported by staff. The answer is B. The managers should communicate to the government body several tenable policy alternatives and note objective arguments for and against each one. The team led by Ms. Diaz knew they needed to give the council more than one option for consideration. They presented options for the council to consider regarding which lots to sell, what kind of projects might be appropriate for the space, how the bid would be run, and the process for consulting stakeholders. The team knew the meeting would run smoothly because they had briefed the council members 2 at a time in accordance with the Brown Act, spending an especially long time with the 4 new council members, so the council was fully informed of their options by the meeting. Fill in the blank. The manager who credits the government body when things go right builds A, partnerships that can grow in the future, B, a reputation for getting things done, or C, confidence on both sides? The answer is C. The manager who credits the government body when things go right builds confidence on both sides. Ms. Diaz and her team have created a stakeholder and bidding process by involving parties from the beginning, remaining neutral in the face of political controversy, and providing several options for the council to consider. When congratulated by a local reporter on a job well done, Ms. Diaz noted the council's clear direction was the cause for the successful study. Now the process and the study are done, Mountain View can begin accepting proposals to build a new hotel and parking garage near downtown. Although some dissension will still likely continue, the transparent process gives the public and others the opportunity to participate, so the process itself will not be a central issue in advancing the project and creating economic opportunities for the city's citizens.